out, we are going to study verb phrases with take. Verb phrases starting with take. And Howo, can you please be the first student to demonstrate today? Howo, when might you tell somebody to take a break? When might you tell somebody to take a break?
When I may tell somebody to take a break is when he or she has been studying or working for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, okay. When somebody has been studying or working for 2 days straight. Great. Perfect example. I might tell somebody to take a break when they have been working for 2 days straight. Yeah, I agree. 2 days straight of working, that's a lot. So I agree. I would probably tell somebody to take a break if they have been working for 2 days straight as well. So good answer, Hawo.
Thank you, teacher.
Good, good. And Jessica, how about you, Jessica? When might you tell somebody to take a break?
It's similar. I might tell somebody to take a breath when they have a lot of homework
Ah,
and
yeah.
work.
Oh, great. So you might tell somebody to take a break when they have a lot of homework.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, of course.
don't take a really long break because you have to do your homework though.
Yeah, indeed.
Just take a short break, right?
Yeah, a short break.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, great job, Jessica. Really well said. Danny, how about you? When might you tell somebody to take a break?
You might tell somebody to take a break when the person is stressed and tired. In this case, my advice is take a break and have a coffee.
Have a coffee. Yeah. Good. Yeah.
It's really good for me.
Chill out and relax. Good. Yeah. And I like how you said when the person is stressed and tired. That's good. In English, we say that somebody is stressed. One mistake that I often see with Portuguese and especially Spanish speakers is they say that the person is with stress. So very good, Danny. In English, we don't say that somebody is with stress. We say that they are stressed and tired. So fantastic. Great grammar. Very good. As you notice, I'm sure, these are verb phrases that start with take. So we have many verb phrases in English. I'm going to give you some more at the end of our lesson, including the one that Jawida gave me, take a test or an exam, quiz, whatever. But these are phrases that have a verb in them. These are not phrasal verbs. So I'll write that for you because I know it's a little bit confusing, right? A phrasal verb, this is something completely different. I'll make it purple so that you can see it. Phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle. Particle is on, off. There's many up, down, etc., etc. So for example, take off. is a phrasal verb. But we are not studying phrasal verbs today. We are studying verb phrases, and I'll put verb phrases in yellow. Verb phrases. I know it looks similar, but it's not the same thing. It's really verb plus, usually verb plus the rest of the phrase. But it's not verb plus particle, right? So you must understand the difference first. So for example, take a shower. Take a shower. A shower is not a particle. So we know that take a shower is a verb phrase, not a phrasal verb. And when you study English, a really good way is to study verb phrases, an entire group of phrases that start with the same word. Why? Because these are just very common expressions in English, and oftentimes they're a little bit different from your language. So for example, in English, we take a test. You just need to know that we say that. So you'll know if you study an entire group. So in the video, I gave you 4 very common verb phrases. And let's just do a really basic practice right now, as basic of an exercise as we have in language. It's just to fill in the blank. And I'll give you the first word, take, and you need to fill in the blank with one of these 4. And let's have, how about, okay, Danny, you can try number 1, please.
It takes hard work to achieve your goals.
Yeah, good. And how about how? Can you please explain to me why I have an S at the end here? Can you explain to me why I have an S? Please.
I don't know.
The reason we have.
How can you tell me?
It is present symbol.
Present simple, correct. And what is the subject of this present simple? What's the subject?
Take subject.
It.
It. Yeah, it. It
Yeah.
is the subject. Takes is the verb. So it's just a subject plus verb agreement. This is just your basic conjugation. And don't forget, in English, it is a subject. It is third person singular. And in English, when we have third person singular, he, she, it, add an extra S to the end of the verb. So it takes hard work to achieve your goals. What does that mean? Can somebody please, how about Jawida? Can you please, Jawida, explain the meaning of this verb phrase? Takes hard work. What does that mean?
Work night and days and nights.
Wow,
To,
okay, sure.
To improve your goals, your object.
Yeah.
Or yes, or you use the rule of Mr. Jonathan, 3 minutes for 3 days by week.
That's right. 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week. That's level 1 of my study plan. Very good. Yeah. Thank you for, yes, very good. Yes. So Jawida says it means that you work day and night. You work hard. You try your best. Great. Exactly. That's a good way to explain this verb phrase. Takes hard work. And with this verb phrase, we often use the subject it. So, it takes hard work. It takes hard work to learn English. It takes hard work to graduate college. It takes hard work to raise a child. It takes hard work to get a new job. Very good. Yes, great job. Okay, number two. Number 2. Let's have David. Please try number 2.
I'm
I'm
going
go
going to
okay.
take
Let's
a
go
bath.
with David from
Okay.
David Aviles from Argentina.
Okay. I'm going to take a bath. After this, I'm so dirty.
Yeah, so dirty. Dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah, take
Dirty.
a bath. Very good. So I think this one is pretty easy compared to the others. But David, what does it mean to take a bath?
It's a plan, a future. Yeah, it's a plan, a future.
Yeah, we are talking about future plans here. I'm going to. But can you explain the meaning of this verb phrase, take a bath? What does this mean, take a bath?
Take a shower.
It's like
Maybe.
taking a shower. What's the difference, or what is it? Pretend I don't know English. Explain to me what this means.
No, I don't
Use
know.
words. You can do it. It's when you wash your body.
Yeah, I suppose all the body.
When you wash your body in a bathtub. Let's Google it. Google.com. Bathtub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is the bathtub.
Bathtub.
And when you take a bath, you sit or lay down in the bathtub. You put water in the bathtub and soap, and then you wash your body.
Yeah. It's not common.
Exactly, yeah. There is a verb, to bathe. To bathe is a verb as well. This is bathe. This is bath. So the pronunciation is different. But in English, we usually just say take a bath, and take a shower is when you stand up and the water
Yes.
comes down on you.
Teacher,
Yes?
what is the difference between bath and bathe?
Bath is a noun, bathe is a verb.
Okay.
Yep, bath is a noun, bathe is a verb.
It's an action.
But Jonathan's bath and bath has same meaning.
No. Bathing is the action of washing your body. A bath is a thing that you get into. Sorry, I don't know what pictures are gonna come up, but this is a bath right here. This is a bath. This is a bath, but when you wash your body, the verb is bathe. So thank you for the question. Very good questions, everybody.
And I'm going to take a bath.
Take a bath.
Correctly.
Bath.
Okay.
This TH sound is difficult for many students, especially students from South America. So you need to bite your tongue. I have an entire lesson on this pronunciation, but you need to bite your tongue. If you don't bite your tongue, you can't make the sound. So bath.
Bath. Okay.
I'll send you a link to my lesson on TH. Let's go with, how about Emmeline? Emmeline, can you please try number 3?
Okay, I'll try. It says, take your time. You must be tired.
That's true. That could be. But for this one, just imagine that somebody is working really hard and they should stop working for a little bit.
So it's take a break. Take a break.
Yeah. What you
must
said was
try.
okay. What you said would be okay. But this one is a little bit better for the context. So good job.
Okay. Okay.
And how about, oh my gosh, I wish I had more questions for you guys. Okay, let's go with Ismail. Can you please try number 4, Ismail?
Yes. No need to rush. Take your time.
Yes, very good. Great job. No need to rush. Take your time. And what does it mean if you say take your time? What does that mean?
Relax me.
Yeah, sure. Exactly. Relax. You don't need to go fast. No rush, no hurry. Exactly. Great job, Ismail. So, of course, that is 4 verb phrases. In English, we have hundreds, if not thousands, of verb phrases that start with the word take. Here are just a few of them, and I don't have enough time to review every single one of them with you. Maybe a good idea is that you could look up the definitions on your own on Google or in a dictionary, but look at the pattern. Look at the pattern. It's a phrase. The phrase starts with take. There are so many of them. We have basic ones like take pictures with a camera, take pictures on your phone. We have ones like take a nap. We have ones like take a vacation, take a seat, take place, take part. As Jawida mentioned, take a test, take an exam, take a quiz. But what's really important is to try to learn these in groups, because it's just a good way to build your vocabulary, to understand syntax and the form of the language. So I like these 2 at the top. Take credit for, take the blame for. Those are opposites. I'll just review these 2 with you because I think that they're the hardest. How about Jessica? Jessica, what does it mean to take credit for something? If you're there, Jessica.
Excuse me, teacher.
No worries. Were you taking a nap?
No.
Just kidding. What does it mean to take credit for something?
And take the blame for.
Take credit for. What does that mean? Like, it's kind of difficult to explain, but can you try to explain this meaning to me? Take credit for. Do you know it?
Could be include something that you do, that you did.
Oh, something that you did. Yeah, it has to do with something that you did. Yes. Josie, can you help us try to finish the explanation of take credit for?
I'm gonna try.
Sure.
It's when people remember, you are remembered for something you've done or
Yes.
said.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You are remembered for something you did or something you've done. I like that. That was good grammar. Yeah, it's when you're remembered for something that you did, it's a good thing. So, for example, that taking credit for something is when you say, oh, yes, I did this. I am responsible for this. It was because of me that this happened. So it's a good thing usually when you take credit for something. So, for example, the boss of the company took credit for good or for selling lots of products. Okay, so for example, the boss of the company took credit for selling lots of products. So when you take credit for something, that's saying, me, I did it, me, I'm the reason why. I'm responsible for this in a good way. So, exactly. So let me give you, actually, no, I won't give you any more examples. So what does it mean to take the blame for something? This is the opposite. I'll give you some help. What do you think, Danny? What could it mean to take the blame for something? It's the opposite of taking credit for something.
Take the blame for something wrong.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow, exactly. Take the blame for something wrong. So taking blame is the opposite of taking credit. Taking credit is when you say it's because of me that this good thing happened. Taking the blame is when other people say it's because of you that this bad thing happened. So it's opposites. It's really who is responsible. That's what we're talking about. And when you take responsibility for a good thing, you take credit for it. When something goes wrong, when something is bad, that's taking the blame for it. So, for example, the soccer player took the blame for the loss because she missed the penalty kick. Okay, so here's another situation or another example sentence. Whoopsies. The soccer player took the blame for the loss because she missed the penalty kick. So imagine there's a penalty kick at the end of the soccer game, just the player and the goalie, right? And they got to run up and try to kick the ball in the goal. And the soccer player, she missed the penalty kick. She did not score a goal. And because she did not score the goal, her team lost. So everybody said, we lost because of you. We lost because you missed the penalty kick. That means that she is taking the blame for the loss. Do you understand? Does that help you? So
Yeah.
I think the other ones are a little bit easier, but you should write all of these down, write them down on paper, or that's what I would say, honestly, and just try to first be sure that you understand them and then just memorize them. You need to know them, you need to memorize them. Like, for example, you just need to memorize that you don't say pass. You don't say pass an exam. That's just memorization. You just need
French
to
language.
remember it, right? So a lot of this is memorization, but memorize in groups. You have groups of verb phrases now. You have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 verb phrases in this lesson, starting with take. Write them down, study them, memorize
Teacher.
them. Yes, question,
I have a question.
please.
In take advice, is that correct? Or take an advice?
Take advice. That's when you can say take advice. That's like receiving advice. That's like when somebody gives you advice, their opinion about what you should do. If you take advice, if you take their advice, you listen and you do what they think you should do.
It's without the article.
Yeah,
Without and?
no article here. Exactly. No
Okay.
Or the.
Take okay.
Like,
All right,
for
thank you.
example, you should take my advice. Break up with your. This is a mean example. I don't know why I thought of this. Break up with your
Okay.
girlfriend. Just like an example sentence. You should take my advice. Break up with your girlfriend. That's like, so if you take advice, you do what the person thinks you should do. You do what they say you should do.
Get it.
You should take my advice. Break up with your girlfriend. I took your advice, my friend. Last night I broke up with my girlfriend.
Teacher,
Yes.
we can also say take a piece of advice, right?
Yeah, exactly. Take a piece of advice. Oh, of course. Yeah, you can alter these verb phrases. Take a short vacation. Take a long vacation. Take an expensive vacation. Take a cheap vacation. Take an American vacation. There's take a long nap. Take a 15-minute nap. Take a hot shower. Take a cold shower. Take so many pictures, right? So yes, this is just the base of the phrase, and you can alter and change the phrases as you wish. Yes. Wow,
Thank
good
you, teacher.
question. Ismail, question?
Yes, teacher. Why sometimes put a after the verb take, but sometimes we don't put it?
You're asking about the article and the article the?
Yes.
Wow, that is a great question, Ismail. It's a very basic question, but also a very difficult question. Why is always a good question. Why do we use articles here, but we don't use articles here? Oh my gosh, great question. It would take a really, really, really long time to explain that. So my answer is that it's a great question, but for now, just memorize it. And I actually have some other lessons that focus on that question, but it's just a very big answer. It would take a very, very long time to explain why. So for now, just memorize these verb phrases.
Sorry, it's not about countable and uncountable.
It could be about many things. You know, it's more like, it's, to be honest, the answer is, I'll type the answer. If you
Time,
can,
it's not uncountable. It's
it's
uncountable.
that's not the most relevant question. That's not the most, so in order to answer this, I'll ask you a question. What is the difference between and the? First, you have to be able to understand the difference between and the, because you can change these phrases, right?
It's
Like for example, these are not set in stone. These verb phrases can be changed. It just depends on what you're saying. So like, for example, here it is. You should take my advice. Break up with your girlfriend. Oh, I took your advice, my friend. Last night I broke up with my girlfriend. He took the advice his friend gave him. So now look, I have now used it in a different way. So the answer is, it depends on the context. It depends on the context of what you're saying. And it really does depend on the context, but it goes down to more fundamental questions like the context determines how you use the article or the. You can use them both, but it just depends on the situation. I know that I always say it depends on the context, but it really does depend on the context of the sentence. So I would just spend some time thinking, what is the difference between and the? And when you understand the difference between and the, you will understand why sometimes we have this preposition here and why sometimes, or excuse me, this article here, and sometimes we don't have an article. So just a friendly reminder that in the virtual classroom that I have an entire lesson on the article and the article the. So any other questions? Yeah, it's like, don't forget, you can always change, or you can, these phrases are not in stone. They are malleable, they're flexible. Yeah, so it just depends on what you're saying and in what context. Wow, any more questions about anything? What a big class.
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question, but it's not about class. My friend said me, you give your class, your private class, alone with her?
I do private classes, yes. If students want private classes, I do private classes. Correct, yes.
Just with her? He wants to do class alone.
Oh, your friend wants
Yeah.
private lessons?
Yeah.
Perfect. Just message me on Instagram after class and I will give your friend all the information.
Okay.
Perfect. Yes, I do private classes. I do them. Private classes is like one teacher, one student, or I can do 1, 2, 3 students. I can do a private lesson for a small group of students. But yes, I do private lessons. Please inquire. Please ask. And yes, Kasia, just shoot me a message on Instagram, and I'll give you the information.
Okay.
I want a daily class too. I'd love to do daily classes every day, but I just don't have enough time and I have other obligations. But who knows, maybe I can do two classes a week again, but not right now. Maybe in the future I can do a different day and a different time, but I can't do every class or every day. I can't, but thank you, Tanu, for asking. Oh, can you please send activities? Emmeline, can you please explain what you mean by that? Send activities? Oh, unmute your microphone, please, Emmeline. Yeah, more exercises. I could definitely make more exercises and more homework for you. It's just that that takes a lot of time and effort. So I do give you the one like free material with every lesson. Exercises well. Don't forget about the study plan class. Don't forget about the study plan when I gave you like 3 or 4 ways to study. I think 3 weeks ago, I did a class called Study Plan, and I did give like 4 or 5 ways to practice and review in your free time. Um, Honestly, like that's kind of something that I would do in private lessons is like give you more and more and more to keep going higher and higher. That's kind of something that I need to do individually with students in private lessons, but go back to the study plan. It's called Study Plan, my video, and I think there's 4 or 5 techniques, methods that you can use to study in your free time. Which, last thing before I end class, have you been able to study for 10 minutes a day, 3 times a week? That's my like level 1 study plan. So have you been able to do that? Does somebody want to, how about you, David? Have you been able to study 10 minutes a day, 3 times a week? David?
Yeah, I tried. I tried
Okay.
three days more.
You tried.
Yeah.
Were you successful?
Um, well, now I understand a lot when you speak,
Mm-hmm.
and I practice my grammar too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's successful.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. How about Josie? Josie, have you been able to study 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week?
Yes.
Perfect. Nice.
Yes.
Nice. See if you can do this. It for Ismail and for other students who aren't aware. I really think that in order to improve your English and to learn English fast, you do need to dedicate time outside of class to studying. So to start, my challenge to you, my goal for you to start is 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week. So it's only 30 total minutes a week, and you can study what we do in class. That's a great idea, but you need to be practicing consistently. It needs to be consistent. Like if you only study English on Tuesday in my free class, that's not enough to learn English and to improve fast. So I'm trying to give you a plan to study every week. So this is level 1, the level 1 study plan, 10 minutes a day, 3 days a week, 30 minutes total per week. And try just that. And I think it'll be really, really important for your English abilities. Anything else that you'd like to say before we go? Comments, concerns? Well, thank you so much, everybody, for coming to class. What a great class. I can't even believe it. I never thought I'd have students from all over the world. And we do have a really diverse class with students from all over the world. So thank you for coming. That's absolutely fantastic. That's amazing. I do see your comment, David. You take credit. I take credit for you learning English. I do, but you should take credit as well. You should take credit for learning English because ultimately you are doing work. It takes hard work to learn, so you're all working hard, so you should also take credit for yourself. All right, guys. Peace out, everybody. I'll do another free video on Monday and then another free class on Tuesday at 10 a.m. If you're interested in private lessons, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, and I'll respond to you. And all right, bye everybody.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Bye, guys.